Welcome back to more Pokemon White 2. So last time, we finished up our 7th adventure in Chargestone Cave. We talked about Aggron a lot because I used Aggron in my practice playthrough. And yeah, this time we're going through Chargestone Cave. So yeah, I learned more about how the ends Pokemon in this place work. I found that all 1% encounters. And yeah, probably the way to go is, and they'll stay fair on every floor, I should have mentioned that too. So I think the idea is repel truck them on the first floor. And not the basements, because the basements have higher level Pokemon. And yeah, that's another thing too I should mention. The basement floor, there's 2 basement floors actually. The lower you go, the more common Dynamo is. So if you want to add a Dynamo to your team, you want to do on the basement floor. So yeah, there's a wisp on the wind that told me if you're coming. I believe for the repel trick, all the ends Pokemon are level 28, so you obviously want a Pokemon that is level 28, so yeah. So I need to think about that a little bit later. But anyway, for the time being though, we got some more battling to do against this Minchino here, so yeah. So, let's take it out. What do I want to talk about now? You know what, yeah, I think I'm going to talk a bit more about why this game is kind of special. Also, yeah, extra. So yeah. Well, I think this game is a bit special to me too, so yeah. And yeah, can we take it out? Yeah, we can. And at least it's going to get a level 38, so that's nice. And yeah, problem with Lacey is that they don't get that many new moves, so yeah. They become the Wind and Blue. This is basically going to be that lot for a very long time, so yeah. I also got fans of chest wedge, so I don't think I want home claws though, because even though, like, Wind Blow is the case and you're close to Nitrozex, so I think it is probably smart to have a setup move like Swords Dance as well, but yeah, I wouldn't mind just using all attacks, to be honest. That's something else I don't mind too much, so yeah. So yeah, I'm trying to think, yeah, why is this, game, why does this game feel so special to me as well? I mean, that's something I want to try talking about a little bit here. Let's also take about, let's take out you as well. I love this place. The electricity charges some inspiration. And I think it did, obviously one thing that really helps is that, I mean there's 2 things that really help with, making my first playthrough the way it was. Again, yeah, I was still, learning this series. This is a pretty new game for me in this series as well, so yeah. So again, a lot to learn. And then, I think I also use like a really good team. In fact, yeah, Samura and Magnuson were members of that team too. And then yeah, I also used Sorowak, I also used Crovat, probably gonna have to set that out. And yeah, I'm gonna play it safe because it could have air cut or wing attacks, so yeah, let's just go to Lisigo to take it out. Rock Slide does do more damage than Iron Head, so yeah, we'll use that. Iron Head's basically good if, yeah, there's it's good for like ice type and rock type Pokemon. Although yeah, again, Earthquake does do very good against rock types, so yeah, that made a light look good in my head. But yeah, Ironhead though, it is definitely better against ice types though, because he doesn't have the accuracy issues rock Psychic sometimes has, so yeah. And yeah, here's a revive. So again, yeah, I think yeah, how my team went was I used Samura, Magnuson, Zorua, Full Corona, obviously, and Crobat. So yeah, I used a lot of Pokemon I really liked. You know what? I'm here at Professor Juniper's request. I'm searching a Pokemon called Dynamo, but there aren't very many, and they used to be very strong. Yeah, they're pretty low encounter rate, although yeah, because in the end Pokemon 1% encounter, it's a bit more common than those. So yeah, I think it's a 2% encounter on the highest floor. So yeah. Here's the base on floor 2. This is where you can. This is the place to hunt Dynamo, and I believe Repel Trick's also kind of work well for them as well. So yeah. Anyway, here I go. So again, yeah, I really like the team, and yeah, the last team was also like extremely overpowered too. So yeah, I kind of want to bring back some of that magic from that first save because yeah, I'm also using a pretty strong team this time as well. A bit more cohesive than that one, I think, but yeah, that one was obviously a very good team in my opinion. So yeah. But yeah, again, yeah, the last team, again, I'm pretty sure I might have traded it in, considering, it's catch rate, but anyway, there's X's now. We need the TM for it, so we'll definitely take that. Not as strong as Leaf Blade, but we do have Swarm, so that's something to consider. Your style is electrifying. So now I got those two moves, yeah. So you got Pokemon that probably not gonna learn too many other moves, Antonio might be one of those two. It's just, the rest of its move pool isn't too amazing, so yeah. Of course, yeah, again, I kept thinking about Sword Stance, also I really need to teach from the Wave again. I think that's one thing I don't like about that strategy that I use on Chargestone Cave. You tend to forget that you need to switch to move back, so yeah. So I'm gonna do that before I make a horrible mistake, basically, so yeah. So yeah, I think, yeah, instead of actually mainly talking about why this game is so special, I do want to talk about, why, playthroughs of it are kind of meaningful too. So yeah, I think, yeah, again, having, a lot of good options obviously helps. But again, I think it's what you do with those options that also matters. Like, yeah, Sword and Shield also has a lot of options. That's something that my friend says about, but I feel like there isn't as much fun to be had, I think. So when compared to this game, so yeah. Like, yeah, I used that first team I used that team for a lot of things, so yeah. I had a fun time doing it as well. You also got a Thunderstone, that's very important because, yeah. To get Electros, you need a Thunderstone, so yeah. And yeah, Electro itself very nice, so technically at this point you could get it, but you're gonna get grind for it, so yeah. I researched on the PC the best way to ban, now I'm sure to win. Alright, done. You'll see about that. So yeah. So we got Shay here with the Archon. So we'll try to take this out. And yeah, this is actually a situation where I want to use Iron Head, so let's do that. Use that Rock Slide. So yeah, again, it's kind of a strange choice because I feel like, yeah, there probably is a better move with better type coverage, but it is Stab and it does technically help out a little bit, so yeah. Is the next generation, yeah, I would definitely go for it because, very type Pokemon, being able to do more damage to them is very nice, so yeah. And level 39. Seriously? Alright then, so yeah, let's do that now. And you want to go in the back now, Lucy, so yeah. Again, I use that team for a lot. Again, it was also, like I said, very fun, powerful team that made me learn about the game in interesting ways too, especially though with Sorrow's solution ability, so yeah. Also, it kind of made me realize, what some of my favorite types of Pokemon were too, is the way a green kind of mounts down the case. That's right. We each get our Pokemon and then we begin. I mean, that playthrough made me really think about the fact that, yeah, the Steel type is actually probably one of my favorite types, so yeah. I don't know if it's, like, up there as one of my favorites, because I feel like, yeah, it's either, like, War is obviously my favorite type, but there's also Dark and Psychic right after. Steel might be the type that comes after Dark, though, so yeah. So yeah, I've also kind of made me realize that, and yeah. Like I said, yeah. I keep saying, yeah, again, it did come at a pretty good time too, when I just, really loved Heart Gold. Wanted to play more of this too, of the Black and White, so yeah. And yeah, also being a sequel to Black and White is also very interesting too, I think, as well. Because, yeah, I actually didn't mind that too much. I know that some people did, because, again, I think they liked, the third version, but I think it wouldn't work as well for this generation. Farewell, my victory. I think another thing that, I think before I do talk about that, potentially, I think another thing that also, helps make these types more meaningful too is, yeah, this Mewtwo is also really help a lot too, again. Just having a lot more options is always very nice, so yeah. I'm kind of glad they kind of do away with that in the third version. Like, yeah, again, I was, I am very harsh on, like, something like Sword and Shield. But I think one thing that modern Pokemon game does a lot better, outside of, locking some moves behind DLC, is that, again, you got a lot of move options in the first game. You're not just waiting for the third version to get some Mewtwo moves that they start in, like, Emerald actually, so yeah. But then again, yeah, the way they implement would get, like, easier and easier, I think, so yeah. So that's another interesting thing to think about in that regard, so yeah. Okay, I think the last game is Ultra Summon, and that game, yeah, you just kind of do some mandatory surfing, and then you're good to go, so yeah. To get a lot of Mewtwo miss, I believe, is how it went. I believe you're going to do a rotation though. My 3-ball Pokemon make their debut in a perfect leaving triangle. And yeah, because there was one dude who did the triple ball, yeah, and his girl with the triple ball rotation, so yeah. So again, this is something I was kind of talking about earlier, yeah, they, yeah, there's normally like a train area, one does a triple and the other one does a rotation, so yeah. So what do I want to do here? You got hit by Intimidating Portrait. I mean, I'm gonna go for the Surf to start with. And yeah, that was a good choice. The Berry Seed's also the main problem because I can't really hit it with anything, but that's okay. So I'll take out Kurokuro before I can do anything. Here comes Ferris Seed. So yeah, the good thing though is Ferris Seed can't really do much in return, so yeah, I'm gonna just go straight for the Flash Gun. And yeah, we're gonna be using Flash Gun quite a bit, so yeah. There we go, good damage. And yeah, I got some Mirror Shot, alright, that's a bit ironic. Because you're using that move a lot, and yeah, I guess like a thought actually, so yeah. Maybe we'll see, yeah, the Malco actually boosts the... I mean, yeah, that probably wasn't the smart move to use. Yeah, definitely not. Because, yeah, it's faster than me. That's okay. We do land it, so that's good. But in this case, yeah, I definitely want to stay in and go for the Flash Can, I think. Because, yeah, we can take all of the damage very well, so yeah, I don't think we need to worry too much. Yeah, I got the Malco. It does evolve Onix to the Steelix, I believe is well. I mean, that's the... I mean, there's only two Pokemon that actually evolve a Malco. Although I did watch a video yesterday, and yeah, it kind of showed that, yeah, maybe Ditto could have evolved with a Malco too. So that's kind of interesting to think about, so yeah. Anyway, we have two actually drops, which is not the best fun in the world, so I think, yeah, we're gonna go for the good old Surf. Yes, I think it's gonna do well with Run here. And there we go. Hopefully it's enough to take out that Stoutland though, because the Stoutland has worked out, so yeah, he's definitely not going to be making it too easy. We can also have like a, I just realized, yeah, we can also have a battle of facial hair here, because yeah, Stoutland has quite the moustache on it, so yeah, but so does Ronin's, there we go. And there we go, level 39. Pretty sure there's some farm support where they talk about that too. You're the one who had the strong combined powers team. I could also be thinking of another game though, is the thing. Yeah, John Tracy and Tony want to have a go, so that's cool. Anyway, now it's Lacey over here, so yeah. It's looking not too bad, so yeah. Alright, let's keep it up. And more of this. A rock gem this time. You get a lot of gems in Chargestone Cave, so yeah. So again, like I said, yeah, it's kind of just about Mewtwo's now, but yeah, I mean, we did have our first Mewtwo to area in Driftveil, so yeah. So I guess it kind of makes sense. But anyway, yeah, I'm going to keep Tracy up front for what's coming up. Hey, my Pokemon, great, look. So again, yeah, like I said, yeah, they keep implementing better than, yeah, like I said, Sword and Shield. Again, I don't love everything about how they implement, but again, the fact that it's not in the third version though, I think helps. And then of course they had some new moves in the DLC, which, yeah, I mean, that's kind of like how they can move to the third version, so I guess they didn't, like, completely die out doing that, so yeah. So around what your Pokemon is, your other Pokemon, because, yeah, there's a similar trainer who use a similar set to use, so yeah. So because of that, yeah, I actually want to go for the Volt Switcher. So let's go for that. Yes, again, I don't really feel like switching out of the next Pokemon, so yeah, this is kind of what I want to do. So yeah, we'll get John Tracy Exchange, so I'll go to Ronin for this. This is what happens when you recognize patterns, I guess you could say. The pattern recognition. Yeah, you have a Magmar, as I thought, so yeah, that's cool stuff. And we can take the Flame Burst, no problems. So there we go, because yeah, there was a buzz on Arc and let the buzz, and yeah, you're obviously gonna have Tortuga and a Magpals. There we go. Here I can't get the pulses, they're very good Pokemon. I used the knockouts in the black and white playthrough and it was awesome. Probably one of the most fun flying type Pokemon to use in a playthrough because it can create a lot of hype moments, let's just say, so yeah. Alright, see what we got here. There was actually nothing back there, so yeah. I think we're almost done then. And like I said, maybe I want to try and find some those end Pokemon, I guess we'll see. This cycle wondering the extent of the world will teach a child like you the harshness of life and the difficulty of Pokemon battles. Alright then. Let's see what we can do then. But yeah, the problem is that, yeah, I need a Pokemon that's level 28, so yeah, anyway, here's an Aron. Let's see if John Tracy can take it out. With the good old Flash Cannon. Electrical would also probably do well because Aron's a very slow Pokemon, so yeah. But yeah, Flash Cannon though, yeah, that's our main attack right there for the time being, while we wait for a much better Electric type move, so yeah. And here we get the good old leftovers, and yeah, he has a Nose Pass, which you can also find in this area, so yeah. Again, I don't really like the Rock and Steel type, as you can probably tell. Yeah, again, the 2-time sword weakness is just bad. It doesn't really do well on the social side either, for the most part, so yeah. You have Rest, okay. It doesn't even get his Sturdy back, so that's kind of interesting. So yeah, we'll just give it 2 Electric Balls and be done with it, because yeah, there's nothing you can really do after resting, so yeah. There we go, yeah, we can actually bring it down to stay because it's such defense drop, so that's cool. And yeah, we're just gonna get free healing from the leftovers thanks to this, so that's fun. I do wonder the leftovers would be the better item for the gym battle. It does seem that, you know, John Trace has better longevity, which could be quite good, so yeah. The teacher is schooled, you're very strict, aren't you? Good stuff. Alright, here's another Carvos. They really want to give us these. Does anyone wonder if we could still use the Carvos on Lacey? If not, obviously we can give it to our team members, so yeah. There we go, we still can, so that's cool. Yeah, we're still staying on these ones. Again, I'm not the biggest fan of boosting my bulk, but that's okay. For a regular playthrough. Let's see. I think, yeah, we're good for now. So yeah, I'm gonna leave. And I'm gonna look at my PC box. It's raining in Chargestone Cave, because yeah, like I said, I wouldn't mind working on some of those M Pokemon, so yeah. And what we got? Ace Pilot. And we also got Housing Collector. Can't find we got Ace Pilot in this area, but anyway. So yeah, let's have a little look at our levels. It'd also be better if the Pokemon was fast, obviously, but yeah. The healing was close. Oh yeah, this also because of the Silver Powder. That's actually kind of nice, considering, you know, X's are, but yeah. And you can also take the Chesto, you can take the Tiny Mushroom. Alright, I doubt any of you are at that level, so yeah. So I think, yeah, for the time being, our best bet is probably good old Fungus, so. You can't actually status, which is kind of interesting, so yeah. I think, yeah, what Fungus is gonna do, he's probably gonna help us find, Fungus is probably gonna help us find, a level 28 Pokemon, and then, yeah, we'll, use that to do the real tricks, so yeah. Well, how are we doing here? Yeah, actually quite a lot of items now. We've got full heals, max repels, higher potions, and revives. I'm probably shipping my revives soon. And I believe you're another TM shop. This time with the weather moves, Hail, Sunny Day, Rain Dance, and Sandstorms. Yeah, Hail only damages Ice type Pokemon. It makes Blizzard items inaccurate, and it doesn't really do much else. Sunny Day has a Fire type moves, activates a lot of Grass type abilities like Chlorophyll and Solar Power, and makes Solar Beam a 1-turn move. Rain Dance does a lot of things, like powering a Water type moves, like Thunder items inaccurate, activating Swift Swim, and all that good stuff. And by Sandstorm, damages all but Rock, Ground, Steel. Rock types get such defense boost. Sand Rush obviously activates. Sand Pulse obviously activates. Actually, aren't that many moves that interact with Sandstorm, interesting enough. The Entrex. Some say it's the source of the special powers in the universe. the entry and pass paths, even though they're very mysterious. They are very useful. You know, I'm not really taking advantage of this playthrough. Alright, so yeah, unfortunately I don't have a smoke ball because we would probably want that for little fungus here, but hey, we can obviously, you know, switch it to like John Tracy or something like that, so yeah. Like I said, yeah, fungus here, he's maybe gonna help us try to find something that's level 28, so yeah, for the time being. Maybe still got repel, good, so yeah, I probably should cut for this. And yeah, I'll probably catch something that's level 28, and then we'll go after Ends Pokemon. So yeah, I kinda want to show me catching these, so yeah. Alright, what's our first gonna be? An Alcott. Well, it's a Nosepass, alright. It's a level 27 Nosepass though, so yeah. I guess another thing that could also happen is that, yeah, if it's a good type matchup, then technically, yeah, Fungus could try find good, so yeah. Yeah, like I said, yeah, I'm gonna cut, and I'm going to, yeah, trying to get these Ends Pokemon. Again, the first floor I think makes the most sense because, oh yeah, you're gonna be quite annoying. Because again, you can repel trick much easier there, so yeah. So like I said, yeah, let's cut and let's see if we can find these Pokemon. There we go, there's our first one, Boldor. Let's catch him. We got Clink helping us out here. Let's go for the Thunder Wave. You can also use this Bulbul too, because right now, yeah, even though he's very slow, he is probably a little bit more durable than this random Clink I caught, so yeah. So I think I'll go for Charge Beam here. And get down to yellow and Dust Ball, definitely do it, or an Ultra Ball. I didn't actually do that much, so yeah, never mind. Like, I can't really use charging though because it sounds really cool, so yeah. Anyway, Clink goes down. So I guess we're gonna try and catch it at that much health. So again, yeah, this isn't perfect because yeah, you're gonna find other Pokemon doing this, which is a bit annoying, but yeah, it is what it is. Because yeah, they're all level 28, but there's other level 20 encounters, and if you try to go the lower floors, you can't repel trick anymore, so yeah. So it's kind of annoying, but it is what it is. Here's Boulder. When it's healthy, its core sticks out, always facing the same way. It certainly moves front to back and left to right. There we go. Still free to go though, so yeah, this is not going to be easy. It seems like. Alright, found Clink now. So it's going to be better than this one, isn't it? I actually kept the Clink around because, yeah, Thunder Wave, that's the main reason why. So yeah, so go for that. And yeah, I guess I'll keep going with the Charge Beams. But yeah, this one should be the same as this one, just, you know, their stats obviously, because it has IVs, so yeah. Again, these Ends Pokemon are the same as the others, 30 in all IVs, and max happiness, so yeah. Actually kind of good for Clink, considering that, yeah, one of its best moves is Return, so yeah, not bad. Once again, once it's yellow health, Dust Ball should do it. No reason why that's so great, you know, catching Pokemon in caves like this. I was hoping we find another Pokemon first, one of his other Pokemon, because, yeah, problem with this Clink, it can't run away from everything, so yeah. And it looks like it's gonna go down again, but again, we're kind of expecting that, right? So yeah. So because, yeah, I'm not using the best route in the world in Charge Beams, so yeah. Alright, one more turn. I haven't even got any special attack boost with this either, so yeah. And there we go. Yellow health, Dust Ball definitely do it right now. And hey, the Clink doesn't survive. Like I said, yeah, I can use this one then, because it's probably going to be a bit better, so yeah. Alright, let's go for... I mean, yeah, Great Ball probably does it now, so let's do that. You can also use abilities that affect while Pokemon appear too, like yeah, Static makes the electric type Pokemon appear more often. Could be useful, but again, I think the other level type Pokemon are Clink and Joltik, so yeah, so that wouldn't really help that much, so yeah. Anyway, 2 more to go now. And yeah, while coming back here, I also got a medal. 30 boxed. that makes sense. So yeah, we can catch a lot of Pokemon this playthrough, so it seems. So yeah, let's go get this Rash out. Again, I'll go over all the natures of stuff once we get back. So yeah, again, let's keep this up. And there's Joltik. Jolt decided the best, so I guess I can run away very easily. So yeah, so definitely use this as well. Although yeah, this one has a nerve, so the worst of the two abilities. So he goes for Electro Web. Signature move, obviously. So I wouldn't recommend this Joltik, but hey, it's still not a bad Joltik. So yeah, never can't go too wrong with that. And yeah, I think a Netball will do it, because you know it is a bug type Pokemon, and I didn't need to use many of these Volcaronas, so yeah, that's good to go. Okay, 1, 2, 3, done. Yeah, not too bad. Since it can't generate its own electricity, it sticks onto large blade Pokemon and absorbs that electricity. There's already a click that meant we actually didn't read its Pokemon Century, but that's okay. Yeah, I'm realizing too, because of how I'm doing this, we're just kind of naturally seeing all the natures of these Pokemon anyway, but that's okay. We can do it all in one go in a bit, so yeah. Okay, let's go get Joltik out. Yeah, one over here now. Yes, he can Thunder Wave, and he's faster too, so he's obviously going to be a lot better, so yeah. Alright, so yeah, let me go ahead and do that. Only one more to go, and this doesn't take as long as I thought it would, so that's nice. Yeah, I found a Dynamo. Bianca did want me to catch one, so you know what? Yeah, we could have some fun doing that. Again, I want to catch it here, but hey, I guess, what was I trying to say? Yeah, I guess, Repel Trick, yeah, I did say Repel Trick works. I think, I can look this up. I think, in the lower floors, it's like level 31, so yeah. I think I'll use the Dust Ball again. Probably do need to stock up on more of these, but I don't think we're going to be catching too many Pokemon with this. The next sense Pokemon is not going to be for a very long time, I think, so yeah. But there we go. So I'll check the basement pool. I kind of want to check what the levels are again. Here's a Dynamo. One alone can emit only a trickle electricity, so Groudon gathers to unleash a powerful electric shock. Yes, I do wonder if she'll actually react to us catching one, so yeah, that's kind of what I'm curious about. So probably what I'll do is I'll put John Tracy in the front for a little bit, and then yeah, we'll go to Bianca. So based on floor 2, it appears at if I can find the right game, it's level 31, which means that I mean it doesn't actually help that much. It might help a little bit because yeah, there's 3 other Pokemon that also fit level 31. You do knock out 2 others, so again, it does kind of increase your odds. You don't see Triax, so there you go. Maybe I need one to have in my party, or it's just, you know, flavor attacks. But yeah, this paper is making me sure that yeah, Repel Tricking is quite useful. Anyway, let's try and find this last Pokemon. And there it is, didn't take too long. Ferris Seed. So you can Thunder Wave him, and then yeah, we'll just go from there. So yeah, let's do that. I mean, that's all the end Pokemon caught for now, so yeah. I think the problem is that after this, I don't think Repel Tricking works, so it's going to be a bit of a pain, but that's okay. Yeah. I'll have to figure something out then, so yeah. But yeah, that doesn't really do much as you could expect. I don't think I can just catch it right now. That would probably save a lot of time, so I wouldn't mind doing that. So yeah, let's go with the Dust Ball. One, 2, 3. There we go. Dust Balls for the win. So that's all the ends Pokemon caught in Chargestone Cave. It absorbs the iron it finds in the rock while clinging to the ceiling. It shoots spikes when in danger. There we go. Just have to move the timer around, and then yeah, we can see all of them. All right, let's go in here. And yeah, let's put away good old Joltek. And yeah, I got a lonely timer. That's not too bad, considering physical attacker kind of. So yeah, and you should be where they are. And then yeah, what does it get? Lollipop back. I think it was this one, yeah. Alright, so yeah, let's have a little look. So yeah, we got Naive, which is the speedy Bulldozer, I guess. We got Rash Plus. We got Docile with Unnerve. And finally we got Bashful with Iron Bot. So yeah, not too bad again. Mostly like neutral natures, but again, the 30 IVs definitely makes up for it, I think. So yeah, they're definitely very useful. Alright. How about to end this part, we'll explore a little bit of Misthalton. And yeah, I think I need to buy more repels after using them up like that. I'm very fuzzy about Pokemon moves. I'm very fuzzy about Tender Machines. Yes, TMs. How many TMs you got so far? Yeah, 24 TMs. Oh, I've never seen some of these before. Well, I didn't know such TMs existed. I can tell you so I did each film with so much care. Thank you, I was thrilled to see them. As well, please set this HP up as a gift. So yeah, this definitely makes us think that does make me think that basically what I'm trying to get at is that we have a lot of TMs to collect, and something we need to buy, something we need to get in the battle facility. So if we're gonna impress that person, then we have a lot of work to do. The Shorten Sea used to be a desolate patch of land. This place is built through the cooperation of people and Pokemon. In the big street called Tronami, there are a lot of unique shops there. It's so cool. What's also cool is this person. Hi there, Rohan. It's nice to finally be able to talk to you in person. I'm Professor Juniper. You accepted the Pokedex and came all the way out here with your partners? Here, I'll value your progress for you. So, Rohan, you've seen 111 Pokemon to this point. I see, thank you. This is a token of gratitude. She gives us the Master Ball. That's awesome. This also is the most powerful kind of Pokeball. You can catch any Pokemon that fail. Journey is about meeting Pokemon. Don't let a chance get away. Still amazed how much Pokemon distribution changes in 2 years. That means my research will never end. Still, you could say that's what makes it fun. Professor Juniper! And here's this person. Why? This is Skylar. This is Skylar. She's been Shelton Sea's gym leader. Why are you surprised, sir? You did ask for a lift in my plane to cross Twisted Mountain, since you can't reach Opelucid City by foot. Aha, you're right, but I have a quick favor to ask first. I want to look at Celestial Tower. Do you mind waiting till I'm through? See you, Rohan. Be sure to always get along with all kinds of Pokemon. I think that means we actually have to go to Misthalton Tower first. Or Celestial Tower. Honestly, I can't tell if she's just laid back or she's not paying attention to aiming outside her head. The apple sure doesn't fall far from the tree. What's next? Are you coming to my gym to challenge me? Are you going to follow the professor to the Celestial Tower and do some training? As long as I get a battle to strong train, I'm fine either way. Skylar's definitely a very popular one, especially considering something we might talk about later. So yeah, let me see. Yeah, I actually want to go back to my bag. Yes, yeah, let's throw up our red bolt here. Yes, he'll know what we need to do next. Actually, you're sure enough that you could probably even beat Misthalton Sea's gym leader. I've already won my jet badge though. Oh, you actually already won it, so yeah. So I think, yeah, all we need to do is beat the gym. I don't think we need to go to Celestial Tower, but I'm obviously going to go to Celestial Tower first. Yeah, gym badge from Misthalton. I'll tell you something cool. Whoosh, whoosh. This wind blows really hard in Skylar's gym. Why do we make vegetable gardens around the runway, boss? That's so we can send freshly picked vegetables as fast as possible. Yeah, that's duck no. Team Pazza went out to certain Pokemon like Purloin. Many Pokemon had the Pokemon Stone, that's just unforgivable. Here's the airport. Sweet, lovely sweethearts. Check Beans Team 2 Pickle. If you have a great match, you can get sweet on sweethearts. Meltingly sweet sweethearts. You bring a lot of sweethearts, try to use something happy. Yeah, she gives you heart skills, which is nice. You know a lot about the structure of planes, how can you maintain them? Pokemon Valley is the same. The more you know about Pokemon, the more you can win. Alright, done. I'm going to say the skies are short to say, here's a souvenir for you. The Sharp Beak. Pokemon hold the Sharp Beak, increase the power of flying type moves. Oh, this is a Sultan cargo service. Load a lot of cargo quickly. You can also carry passengers down. But that's up to the gym leader. And use the move fly. You can return to a Pokemon site you've already visited. Ooh, is that it? Shiny? The Ace Pilot Medal? Bring with adventure. Shimmer up the sky. The Ace Pilot Medal. So cool. Thank you, let me see it. Yeah, that was one of the medals we got recently. I guess it has something to do with that with using fly a lot. Also, hey, do you have any flying or psychic type Pokemon with you? Oh, Braviary is with you. Do you help me get some luggage that's too high for me to reach? A little sign up, thank you for helping me. More Netballs. Not bad. Any Pokemon you can be a big help sometimes, right? They arranged it so Miss Shorten's planes are now available for passenger service. It's not like everyone's Pokemon could use fly. That makes a lot of sense. And over here, probably one of the best gems in the game, the Flying Gem, because it works very well with the move Acrobatics. Planes need a runway to fly, but Pokemon don't need a thing. But planes can carry a lot more cargo than Pokemon can. Hey, there's a gym up there, and we're free to take it on. That's stylish. It even surpassed a grandpa, who was a legendary pilot. That is an amazing move. Being a teeny Pokemon carry a person easily. And here's Team 58 Skydrop. It's kind of a weird move. Basically, you use it, you bring your opponent into the sky, and then you drop them next turn. No, our Pokemon lists berries. That's why I'm wandering all over looking for berries. I dream about a wonderful city summer that's overflowing with berries. Alright. My Pokemon Save Berry is a leopard berry. It's low CP, isn't a useful berry. It was also banned. Also, you get this. So that's good. I'll make sure I haven't missed any of these. Hi, is this Rohan? Really? That's who I spent the holiday? I wouldn't have guessed that, Rohan. Oops, my colleague is calling me. I have to get back to work. Talk to you again. Goodbye. Alright. Yeah, I haven't actually missed one, but there is one in the next route. Also this. I work on a farm in Miss Shorten season. I need lots of mulch, so much mulch. You're a Pokemon trainer, right? Do you know much about hen growers? You can sometimes say mulch, you can say hen growers. Lots of mulch, so much mulch. Mulch is great. I have much love for mulch. You have mulch, do you? How much mulch? Please show it to me. Yeah, he's a bit enthusiastic about that. So yeah, this is the maniac who wants your mulch, which is kind of weird when I say it like that, so yeah. This is probably something I should do off screen in between parts, so yeah. Yeah, I got a lot of gooey mulch and damp mulch. He gives you 1k a pot, so you definitely make a profit if you buy them at Tron Japanese, so yeah. And of course you make even more profit if you buy them or get them in hen growers, so yeah. Is it max repel? You want to eat delicious vegetables, the ones grown in the wild are the best. Sometimes they are eaten by Pokemon. I mean, we can give them a Pokemon. Alright. That's everything I'm still to see. Not too big of a sea, unlike, you know, everywhere else you've been, so yeah, not too bad. I think, yeah, we'll end this part right now. Because, yeah, next time, yeah, we have a lot of Pokemon to talk about because we're going to be going to Route 7 in the rain, it looks like this one, so yeah. Anyway, look forward to that, and yeah, I'll see you guys again for that.